guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Friday, so it's the Return to Collecting Top 50 Countdown Day. Today we're doing number 40 all time. If you watch my channel at all, you know that number 40 is one of my favorite players of all time. And I'm super excited to do this video and show you some cards and autographs from him. But yeah, super pumped. Hope you guys enjoy it. And as always, the ranking's my opinion. And if you agree with it, great. If you don't agree with it, that's great too. But leave your comments below and let me know if you like it or you don't. So without further ado, let's jump into number 40. All right, guys, so number 40 on the list, none other than Mr. Nolan Ryan. So today, got some cards set up, as always, with the players on the countdown. Obviously the autograph picture in the background that you see in every single one of my videos, as well as the autograph baseball that we see in every single one of my videos. But I also pulled out some of my favorite Nolan Ryan cards from my Nolan Ryan run. Obviously in the middle, we have his rookie card. I just showed that in the video the other day, so don't need to dive too deep into that one. This is his 69 Topps. This is second year card. I love this card. I love any Mets Nolan Ryan card, but this one's great. It's his first solo card. It's in a PSA 9. Back of it's nice and clean. Front's nice. This is a super difficult set to get centered, so even as a 9, it's slightly off center left or right. But it's a super crisp card. The corners, the edges are great. The image is perfect. That guy there. And then we have his 71 Topps and an 8. This one's probably his most difficult card to get in a very high grade because of these black borders. They're very, very prone to chipping. They also have some centering issues with that year as well. But here's the 71, it's the back of it. And then these two here, 72 and 76. I just love the look of these guys. So there's a 72 and an 8.5. I love the writing for Angels. I actually like all the cards from the 72 set. This thing is kind of a cool looking design, but there he is. There's the back. And then his 76 Topps. This is, I think, probably my favorite looking Nolan Ryan card of any of the cards that he has. I think this one just is just a really cool looking card. I think the coloring, somebody said that I'd be a big fan of a pink and yellow color combo. I tell them they're crazy, but I think for some reason it looks cool on this one. Here's the back of it. So those are 5 of the cards from the collection I wanted to show for Nolan Ryan, as well as the autographs. So let's go ahead and get into it here. Nolan Ryan Jr. was born on January 31st, 1947 in Refugio, Texas. As a kid, Nolan delivered newspapers every morning. He credits throwing the papers from his bike with strengthening his pitching arm. He started playing Little League at the age of 9. He threw his first no-hitter at 13. At Alvin High School, Ryan held the record for the most strikeouts in a game, 21 in a 7-inning game. So just think about the math on that one. As a senior, he led his team to the state championship with a 19-3 record that season, including 12 complete games and 211 strikeouts, which is crazy for a high schooler. He was drafted by the Mets in 1965 with the 295th pick. He played for a year in the minors before making his MLB debut in 1966. He didn't pitch much that season and didn't really play the 67 season due to injury in service in the Army Reserve. He was back in 1968, but didn't earn a spot in the starting rotation. Jerry Koosman, who we see here, who shares a rookie card with him, and Tom Seaver were the primaries that season. In 1969, the Mets used him as a reliever. He won the 69 World Series, which was the only one in his long career with the Mets that year. He worked hard on his control through the 71 season, but he just didn't have what the Mets needed. So he was traded to the Angels. For the first time in his career, Ryan worked with a pitching coach to help improve his control. It worked, and he was able to strike out 329 batters that season while posting a 2.28 ERA. He went on to become one of the most dominant pitchers of all time. Many of the greatest hitters of Ryan's time regard him as the scariest pitcher they've ever faced. In fairness, this makes sense since he was hurling the ball 100 miles an hour into his 40s. He loved being viewed as such a dominant pitcher. He would brush guys back with high inside fastballs to throw them off their game. He did hit them, he was ready to throw down. Just ask Robin Ventura, who at age 26 charged the mound on a 46-year-old Nolan Ryan, who then got Ventura into a headlock and threw multiple right hooks to the face that would make Mike Tyson jealous. If Pudge Rodriguez didn't pull Ventura away, Ryan certainly would have knocked the youngster out. Since Ryan had the longest MLB career, tied with Cap Anson, he put up some pretty crazy stats. Let's take a look at them. For his career, Ryan had 324 wins, and I can't imagine what that number would be if he actually played for good teams. He played for pretty crappy teams almost his entire career. A career 3.19 ERA. He had 222 complete games, 61 shutouts, 5,386 innings pitched, which puts him 5th all time, 2nd in the modern era. 5,714 strikeouts, number 1 of all time by a huge margin over Randy Johnson, who's number 2. And then number 5,000 actually came against all-time great Rickey Henderson, who later said, "He gave me no chance. He just blew it by me. But it's an honor. I'll have another paragraph in all the baseball books." So there you go, Rickey, Mr. Ego. 2,795 career walks, which is also 1st all-time. He had 7 career no-hitters, which is also 1st all-time. He threw his last no-hitter at the age of 44, which as a 44-year-old myself, I just can't even really wrap my head around. He had the lowest career batting average allowed at only 204. So basically the average batter that faced him multiple times in their career hit 204 against him, which is not great, which is great for him, but not great for the batter. He had 6 300 strikeout seasons, which is also the most of all time. His single season accomplishments include he led the league in ERA twice, including a 1.69 in 1981. He led the league in complete games once, led the league in shutouts 3 times. He also led the league in strikeouts 11 times, which is second only to Walter Johnson, who did it 12. He led the league in wild pitches 6 times and walks 8 times. So for everybody that watches my channel, they know how much I love Nolan Ryan. I'm not going to talk about how he's perfect. So yeah, he does throw wild pitches and he walked a lot of people. He had 8 All-Star Game appearances and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1999. Net, Ryan was a machine. He pitched longer than anyone else in history. He was still intimidating batters at the age of 46. My favorite Nolan Ryan quote is, "It helps if the batter thinks you're a little crazy." Reggie Jackson explained what it's like to face Nolan Ryan by saying, "Every hitter likes fastballs, just like everybody likes ice cream. But you don't like it when someone's stuffing it down your throat by the gallon. Well, that's how you feel when Ryan's throwing balls at you." He also said, "You don't face Ryan without your rest. He's the only guy I go against that makes me go to bed before midnight." Dick Sharon once said, "He's baseball's exorcist. He scares the devil out of you." We'll close out the segment with a quote from Thurman Munson saying, "Everybody's so sensitive. You'd think Nolan Ryan was pitching today." All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video on Nolan Ryan, number 40 on the Return to Collecting top 50 of all time. Super excited to do this one, obviously, because it's Nolan Ryan. And I hope that nobody thinks that I gave him preferential treatment in his ranking because of how much I love him as a player. I do honestly feel like number 40 is a reasonable spot for him. All-time strikeout leader. He has an all-time record for the most no-hitters. He's a 300 win. He did play for a long time and had a good amount of losses as well. He did walk a lot of people, so that's why he's not ranked much higher. But I feel like it was a good ranking. But yeah, please feel free to comment below and let me know if you agree or if you guys think I'm jaded because how much I love Nolan Ryan. But either way, I appreciate you watching. And if you're not subscribed to the video and you enjoyed it, please subscribe. And if you are subscribed, I appreciate your subscription. So until next time, guys, appreciate you watching. Thanks. Talk to you soon.